It's just so damn sweet until you realize that you are going to go into a business where you're going to make absolutely no money selling banana chips, working for the family company for free while you can't provide for your family. My friend, this is not going to go well for you. Welcome to another week of the amazing love match show that is 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, where all the couples make it all the time, and it's just happily ever after. That's all we get. Nothing but just happy times with this show. Or perhaps it rarely happens that way, but nonetheless, it is very entertaining, if nothing else. So let's get it started with Sarper and Shekinah. We've run into fun with this one, but now Shekinah is going to get to the point where she wants to talk to some of his exes. And with 2,500 sleeping buddies or whatever the hell he had going on in the past, it's probably going to get interesting with any exes that come out of the woodwork. But I would worry that maybe there's a little animosity there, so you may want to take it with a grain of salt. Let's see.
What?
More than
You?
260 pounds
What?
or more.
No
Yeah.
way.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, same. I mean, I was like 300 pounds, so it's like, I get it, bro. I get it, bro, Chacho. We've all been there.
During my high school, I was
He had a
not a
little bit of weight on him.
good-looking guy. I was a chubby guy. I'm ashamed of it.
I mean, this is the thing, like, you know, ashamed of it. Why are you ashamed? Okay. Like, I get it. You know, you have some regrets for what you could have done differently, or maybe, you know, had you gone on your fitness journey at that point and found steroids, because all natural, clearly, but you know, you didn't. And now you're saying you have all these regrets. Listen, man, look, been there, done that. You know, I don't have any regrets. All it does is make you grow, make you a better person. So, and make you learn. But, you know, he goes on to talk about how, you know, he was bullied because they called him fat. Bullied, it might be a little strong. Like, I mean, I was called fat, you know, middle school, high school, whatever. You know, you brush it off as best you can. I know it's not always easy, but bullying goes a little deeper than that. So I think that term's thrown around a lot now, when school can just be kind of tough at times. And sometimes we just got to let stuff roll off and let us grow into the people we are, which clearly it did. But is it for the good? I would argue maybe not. But first, before we continue, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I appreciate all the support. Share with your friends, whoever, and let them know we're out here. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be looking at that live show. So please, share it. Let's get there. Appreciate it.
I called my dad, and he said that you can trust any woman. After that, I changed. I mean, it was an impact.
It changed a lot.
Yes, and there you have it, people. We have gotten down to at least the partial root of why Sarper is the way he is. If what he's saying is the truth, his dad went to him and said, you can't trust any woman. And after that, according to him, something flipped. And then all this began to start. And then he ends up sleeping with 2,500 women. According to him, of course, this is all according to him. We haven't heard from 2,500 women saying that they slept with him. But, you know, it would make sense, because when you have those positive role models that guide you in the right direction, but when they lead you astray, and when they say something that can be so impactful, like never trust a woman, or to a woman, never trust a man, when in reality, it's like, you know, yeah, you got to be cautious of anybody you're getting to know. You shouldn't just blindly trust people. But to say never trust a woman, never trust a man, those blanket statements will lead to crazy impact, especially coming from someone you hold in such regard, like a father, like a mother, like a big brother, like a big sister, someone that is close to you, like even like a really, if you don't have anyone else, even a really good friend that you've grown up with, saying big statements like that. But nothing compares to coming from one of your parents. That will stick with you. And that is quite possibly the root of the cause of a lot of this with Sarper. So, you know, you don't have to be a therapist to realize that.
This past, but I don't really feel like I'm getting the whole story. And Nora's messages stood out to me because she claimed to have an actual relationship with him.
Okay. Okay. So she's talking about that women have come out of the woodwork talking about, oh, he's a liar, he's a manipulator. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe. I mean, it would not be a shocker because of all the people he is claiming to have been with. But you're talking about random people coming out, reaching out to you online after you've become this person on TV, and they want what's best for you by telling you that he's manipulative. And this one seems legit because she actually claims to have been in a relationship with him. None of this can be proven. She's just taking it off face value. And because he goes on to be like, why are you doing that? I don't think that's a good idea. She's like, well, why would you not want me to? I don't know, because crazy people on the internet will come out and say crazy things. Now, again, do I think that Sarper is this great guy? No, of course not, man. He's, at the very least, if he's turned around and done a 180, which I don't buy, but if he has, then he's got a lot of growth to do before people are going to start actually believing it. And we're not even seeing that really on the show, just because of some of the actions he's had with her. But neither one of them really seem like they're ready for a relationship. She's not exactly the epitome of virtue, let's be honest. So there's some issues there, but her wanting to do this just seems like she's asking for drama.
Okay.
Biz ortalama 2 sene öncesinde bir süre beraberdik kendisiyle. Arkadaşlık uygulaması üzerinden eşleşip tanıştık.
All right. We were together 2-3 years ago, and we met on a dating app. That, like, right then it's like, okay, like, what? Why are you talking to me? Like, okay, you were together 2 or 3 years ago. Then the show started coming out, and then maybe finally you decided to give some credence to what she was saying, but I'm sure she had been reaching out before. So none of this screams like someone that just wants you to know what he's really like. I just want to do what's best for you. Hi, camera. I mean, like, that's what that looks like to me. I mean, come on. Let's be real.
Did he confirm that you were in a relationship?
Tabii ki de bir yerden sonra sevgilim diye hitap ettiği mesajlar vardı.
Let's be real. Okay, there were texts where he called me his lover. Okay, well, that could mean a lot of things. For instance, like the fact that you're sleeping with him, you're his lover in a sense, I guess, depending on what you're saying. So she's asking, are there ways to confirm, or did you confirm that you were actually in a relationship? And she said, well, he said I'm his lover. All of this is sketchy and shaky. And again, this just screams of someone who is trying to get in the limelight in their own right, or get them broken up. Maybe she's got a candle for him. I don't know. You know, like I said, he's no winner. Shekinah's no winner. They come off as this TV couple that's trying to be a TV couple. But, you know, right is right and wrong is wrong. And this girl just doesn't seem like she's trying to do the right thing. He would respond, I love you too. When I told him I loved him. That is the thing she clings to. The fact that this girl is saying, he would say, I love you too, when I told him I loved him. Okay, so maybe he responded he loved you too. Maybe he didn't. Maybe you're lying. A lot of questions. But, you know, Shekinah takes that and runs with it and said, he said, I'm the only one he said I love you to. Maybe he lied about that. You know, I guess we'll see. But it just doesn't come off as someone who is genuine and wants what is best for you. And you're believing some random stranger from, you know, where are they at? Turkey? Some random stranger from Turkey, and, you know, just automatically taking what they're saying at face value. I mean, if that's what you're going to do, and you have such little trust that some stranger can come in and just say that, and you're not even really considering that maybe he's telling the truth, then maybe he's not telling the truth, but that means you have some bigger issues to deal with, and you need to go ahead and, you know, might as well end this relationship and just go back to the States, because I don't know why you're there. So I don't know how sincere I seem to you, but I'm here with all my sincerity to warn you and to prevent you from unhappiness. Okay, so first thing she says out of her mouth, I don't know how sincere I seem to you. Red flag, good God. And then, but in all sincereness, I don't know how sincere I seem to you, but in all sincereness, I am trying to prevent you from unhappiness. All right, lady, you're trying to get your 15 seconds of fame. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. Look, I don't buy that Sarper is this good, faithful guy. I don't. I don't think he's this great turnaround. I think probably there's going to be some sort of cheating in the near future if there hasn't been already. But for her, I don't buy 1 second of it. You are here for the 15 seconds of fame because you realized they were on a TV show and you thought, hey, you know, I've hooked up with him, so maybe I can get on TV. That's it. That's why you're here. You're full of crap. Good luck with your 15 seconds. Well, I mean, I guess it worked because she's gotten under Shekinah's skin. You can tell that already. We'll see how it plays out, but I don't sense this is going to end well. The trust issues are too deep and they're just not resolving. So I think we're kind of stuck with them. And the breakup is inevitable, or they've been playing everyone all along because this is all a scheme. They want their time on the spotlight and they want to keep their camera time up, keep coming back for the show. So they're going to produce the drama. That very well could be true because how much of this is scripted? I mean, it comes off as somewhat scripted. So we will see. Moving on to James and Matela, or Tata. So fun that is. He's been on a flight for God knows how many hours trying to get over to her in Singapore. They have not told, or Indonesia, they have not told her parents yet. So this should be interesting.
Rindu terus.
Yes.
Memang anak ko si semua tak sayang semua. Cuma ini kan yang paling kecil. Jadi paling disayang sama aku.
Damn. I love all my children, but she's the youngest, so I love her the most. Yee. But you know what? This is the thing about the culture. They talk about how typically the youngest child will be the one that takes care of the parents. So she also wants her there because she's the one that's supposed to be able to take care of them. Now, the difference is now they don't know yet that they are supposed to, Tata and James are supposed to move back to Indonesia and, you know, take up banana chip making or something, even though they said they're not going to get paid for it. But it should be interesting to see if that actually plays out or what he's going to do for work. Either way, they haven't told the parents yet. They have not been upfront and honest, and so this is going to be a shock. I'm curious how it lands because the mom is very upset the daughter's been gone so long. The dad's kind of like, oh, James is going to be here. He'll stay for a couple weeks. You can show him around, because all they think at this point is he's coming to visit. So how's that going to be? I don't know. I'm split. The dad might be a little more bothered because he might think you're better off at a life over in the States. And the mom might be happy because she wants to be taken care of. This could be interesting.
My sister Teacher met James one time when we're engaged. She can see that we are a soulmate. So I already told DJ that we are here for stay. And she's like so excited. In the same with all of my siblings. And then now, the only one they're not knowing about it is my parent.
The one that you should have told is your parents. All the siblings know. Now, I don't know that, you know, this sibling was happy because she knows that James is her soulmate and everything like that. But the other sibling was like, yeah, don't stay here. Why would you stay here? Go back to the United States. So I'm curious how the other siblings might feel. And how the adults, or not the adults, but the parents will act when it comes to them actually staying there. Because how are you going to make a living? You said you'll take the banana chips and sell them. And I think it was like you'll make like 10 cents a bag. So you're going to be out hustling like you're selling fake Oakleys in Washington, D.C. and make what for money to even provide for a family? He's the one that said he didn't want to bring a child into this world because of all the craziness, but yet now you're going to go to a place where you're going to make even less money, where you can't even hardly provide for yourself, if at all, and yet who's the crazy one here? I'd argue it's probably James. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It's just so damn sweet until you realize that you are going to go into a business where you're going to make absolutely no money selling banana chips, working for the family company for free while you can't provide for your family. My friend, this is not going to go well for you. like, yeah, we're all happy about the reunion because maybe at most, if you're going to talk about any couple that might actually seem like they care about each other, fine. James and Tata seem like they actually genuinely care about each other. But all the hurdles that are ahead of them with not having any income, with him thinking he can work for the family business, but her not telling them, oh no, if you work for the family business, you make no money. And all we do is sell the bags of chips. as like a side hustle for 10 cents a bag and maybe make that. So this is not going to have a happy ending on that aspect. Now, this is going to be a true testament to whether they can make as a couple, because if they can get through this and figure it out and figure out what the best way forward is as a husband and wife, then guess what? You can get through anything. But it's going to be a big test for a long time. We'll see. Josh and Lilly are particularly interesting because she can't stop saying, I don't have any money, and he can't stop saying, why do you keep telling me you have no money? Like, this is heading for a disaster because he can't work, at least in the current state he is there, and she seems to keep wanting to say how she doesn't have any money because she sunk all this money into him. So it's just heading for rough waters. So we'll to be determined on can they weather the storm, because they are having trouble communicating. So it's hard to even see if they even really care about each other or not.
Feels so weird.
He turned into a
using
schoolgirl.
like a lot of tools.
I was a little worried that they were gonna go a little too far and dig into my brain.
I don't know what the hell is involved in a Chinese massage, but all I know is they spent, I guess, the whole hour on the massage on his ears. So theoretically, if you cover all areas of the body, you could have an 8-hour massage, and I'm sure it's fantastic. So that could be interesting. But this is the thing. She keeps saying she has no money, and yet they keep doing these things and eating out and coming to these fancy massages, which, like, okay, lady, either you don't have any money or you do. But let's be real about it. And if y'all are going to come up with some sort of side hustle for him to do to make some money, then let's get on that instead of like, oh, we're going to wine and dine like we're on vacation, but claim to not have any money. It doesn't make any damn sense.
From now, we are starting new life.
Yes,
Okay?
new
Every
life,
day's a
new
new day.
life.
Yes. Love you.
I love you.
Oh, so happy.
Every love story should have a happy ending.
Okay. What happy ending? Masha's happy ending.
She just
No,
realized.
love story. This is all
love
about
story.
love.
Even the Chinese lady understands the happy ending at an Asian massage parlor. Good Lord, man. She's like, no, hell no. What the hell are you talking? No happy endings here. He's like, no, I meant an actual happy ending. Good gracious. Seriously, though, will they actually have a happy ending? That one will be interesting because she built this whole house, this whole, mansion of a house that's got an elevator in it, saying she did it for him. Now she's claiming she's broke, and yet because she can't stop mentioning it, I don't see how that doesn't turn into not just arguments, but resentments, because she's already acting like she resents him a little bit. Now, she says it with a smile, kind of jokingly, but when you keep saying something over and over and over, you wonder how much reality is in it. And he is definitely going to start resenting her for continually bringing it up. And because he's already insecure about not having any money, that's just going to add on to it. So it's just another one with rocky, rough waters ahead, rocky terrain, whatever you want to say, but it's going to be tough. I will say that. Now, Corona and Inky are an interesting one, to say the least, because she's moving there, but he's not really acting like this is something long term. It's kind of weird because you're moving her to your country, but acting like, yeah, come on, yeah. I mean, just look at how they how they see each other for the first time after a while. Compare this to James and Tata's reaction, where even though they have their own issues, it was a very happy I've missed you reaction. So let's compare the two.
Hey,
Hey! Good gracious.
Flowers.
Yeah! And hey, baby. I mean, look at this. Does this look like some really happy relationship to you?
I missed you.
Look.
How are you?
really good.
And he didn't even go in for a kiss to her. Just a peck. Just a peck.
Thank
Here
you.
you go. Welcome
Look.
home.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Flowers. Oh, she is disappointed. She didn't have to say anything to know she's disappointed as hell.
Seeing Inky for the first time,
Look at that.
what I expected was a big romantic gesture, and then what I got was kind of like how I reckon he probably kisses his grandma.
Yes. Like, I don't know what that was, but it doesn't scream, you're moving here because I love you and I want you near me. It screams, hey, we're going to be like friends with benefits. It's cool to see you, so let's have sex and then I'll go hang out with my boys. That's what that screams, not I love you, you're my soulmate, as she says it, you're my person. I mean, there's issues. There's issues.
To our home.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to just, I don't know, being with
Very
my
interested
person.
he looks. Look, just not. Look at.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. I'm just looking forward to being with my person. And then, yeah, because he's not saying anything because this is awkward. Now, I know the show can be very selectively edited and they could be cutting out pieces to make it look like he's not reacting. Maybe they're doing that, but at the very least, he's giving a lot of material. And maybe this is just who he is, but they're doing a very good job, if it's not true, of making him look like he doesn't care and he's like, whatever, you're here. And then there's the issue of closet space, apparently, that he said he would clear out a part of a closet for her, and that really bothers her.
One of my biggest triggers is when people...
Good God, no! First off, before we go into that, one of your triggers, really? Like, that is the most overused word these days. I'm triggered. I'm triggered by this. I'm triggered by that. It's just a way of someone saying I don't like something, but I'm trying to make it sound like I really don't like something. Don't come at me with that because it really triggers me. I'm like, how about we don't have such a sensitive skin? Maybe.
Break promises and don't do the things that they say they're going to do.
So this is what she's saying. She's saying that they had a conversation and he said he would move over stuff. That sounds like a common conversation of like, hey, if I'm going to use part of the closet, can you move over your stuff? It's like, yeah, I'll do it. And now she's saying it triggers her because people lie and don't do what they're told because he didn't put his clothes on one side to the next. I think you're being a little over-exaggerating here, and this is the kind of person she seemed like she was going to be. So couple the fact that she gets triggered by things and him acting so nonchalant, it's going to make for some good TV. I will say that, because they're going to be arguing and fighting nonstop, and she's just going to be like, I'm leaving. Why am I even here? And that's where this is heading to. And then it's going to be, well, you brought me all here and you just want to hang out with your bros and play like Dungeons and Dragons, although that sounds kind of awesome. Not gonna lie. And if you're insufferable, then maybe that's the way to go. Should be interesting. Either way, she's not gonna stay in Iceland. She's gonna go home. The question is, how long is she actually in Iceland for? We'll see. Let's take bets. A day? A week? I'm guessing a couple weeks, maybe. That's where she's gonna be at. I don't know how long this is shot over, but I'm not giving her much time. To be determined. We will see where that rolls to. But thank you for joining me. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the support. Y'all have been great. Let's keep it rolling on, and I will see y'all next time.